Hi everybody, this is Clarine from In Reenie's Room. Today I'm going to be doing a little informational video on these. We are memory keeper envelope makers. Now I'm using this one because they have this 1, 2, 3 punch board that has an extender, which is important once we start getting going here. If you're making a bigger envelope, sometimes the old ones, they stopped, and then you'd have to move your envelope to continue your score line. This one, you can make a really large one. So, it comes with its own bone folder. What we're going to do is extend that for a second. What I want to do is start by showing you this card. This is on my YouTube channel. It's called Seascape Fun Fold. It measures about 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Now, if I want to send this, I can slide it into just a standard A2 envelope, and you can buy these in bulk. Today is October the 2nd, 2024. So these prices that I'm going to give you, I just got from the post office yesterday. So it's 73 cents to send an A2 card if all you're sending is just a simple card, stick it in there, and it's 73 cents. If you want to do extra, like these cards that we're always making, especially with the layers and you add your ephemera and all that, they will fit in here, and then there's an additional charge. But we like to make our own envelopes. It gives you a little more space, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this as the card that I'm going to be sending, and I'm going to show you how to do that and walk you through it. I have a couple techniques that I think will help you get a really good cut for your envelope. And the first thing you do is you come over here to their envelope measurements. This also makes boxes and other things. So it's a wonderful tool to have. So the first thing you want to do is find out the card size. And we're going to make an A2. So I'm going to come down here, and it goes to A2 right there. And what it's telling you is that this is the card size. You're going to use a paper size that is 8 1/4. And you're going to, and I cut one out right here, 8 1/4. And that is going to line up with their guide mark that is 3 5/8. This is tiny writing, but you'll get the idea when you look at it. So that is 3 5/8. So what I'm going to do is bring my paper over. This is the line that they're talking about over here on the left. You want to put the edge of your 8 1/4 squared paper, and you go to 3 5/8, which is right here. So you just line that up, that edge with the line. Now, a little hint that I want to give you is that if you do this, you have to have your envelope maker flat. I think it's best if you are over the top of it so that you can see exactly where that 3 5/8 is. Sometimes if you're at an angle, you'll get it in the wrong place. So it's important to stand up so that you're looking bird's eye view. And this is a one-time process that you do. You use their bone folder, and they want you to punch. And then right over here, I have it marked with a magic marker, is where you pull down and make your score line. Another thing I want to pass along to you is don't go this way. Don't use the very tip, because you're probably going to dig a hole. So you just want to, like you're doing a regular scoring with your bone folder, you pull it down there. Now you only do this one time. You line it up with the 3 5/8 just one time. And then what you do is you turn your card to the left, and you're going to make your second line. So I marked mine right here with a black mark so that I know that I can get this score line that I just made. I want that to line up here. So I put it in here, and I line this little mark on that score line that I made. Punch. Go back to that hole, see how I have it marked, and then I just come on down. Now if you're using real thick paper, you might have to go a few times. I think the best weight paper is about 45. This is 65 pound. It also works nicely, but I like the 45. Then I turn it to the left, line up this little pointer with that score line that I just made, making sure that your edges are up at the top here as well. And I punch, and then bring it down. And the last one, just like that, punch, and score. There you go. All right, so then we have made valley folds. So what I'm going to do is turn my envelope upside down, fold, and burnish. Now, then you kind of line it up so that you know, sometimes you may want to fold your card this way, slide it in on the top. Most times we're going to do it this way. So this would be the sides, and then that side. Oops. Just my fold. There we go. Now there's also a choice. You can round these pointed edges if you like, and you do that on your punch board again. Right here, you can't see it because it's stamped in plastic, but you slide your tip in. There's a little angle shape, and you just slide that in there, lining up your edges. And then just punch. See how it rounds it off for you? So I'm going to do that on the two of mine. You don't have to. Just what you like the look of. Okay, so all you do is you're going to be putting a strip of 1/2 inch score tape from here over to here, because when you fold this over, you don't want any tape out here. So 1/2 inch will stay within your boundaries. Let me find my end. There it is. And you just put it on there. And one on this side. Burnish it down, just like if you were making a card. And bring it up. And just fold that over. And just burnish it on down. Easy peasy. All right, so then I'm ready to just slide my card right in here. I always add tape here and here, just because it's going through the mail. Now, once your card is in there, this is the information I got from the post office. You have to put non-machinable across the front. Now they have a stamp and they will stamp it for you, and that's good too. I just do mine this way. Do your address. So what's going to happen is that to mail this, because it is a bendable card, you're going to pay 73 cents for first class. And since you're going to be sending a bendable card, they're going to add 46 cents. So it's $1.19 to mail this card. Now, they have graphs at the post office. So if you, and this is, I got these prices on a local zip code. If you're sending it far away, you might have a little added on to there. The important thing is that this is bendable, but you don't want it to go through the machine because that'll bend up everything that you've done, and sometimes it dislodges rhinestones and whatnot. Now, if you put your card in one of those harder cased machines or envelopes, those are no longer bendable first class. They become parcel. So you're sending something parcel post. So you could, depending on how big and thick your hard cardboard envelope is, and they have them there at the post office, you can spend $5. Anyway, I thought it was interesting talking to them. And another tip that the post office told me is if you just drop this in their mail slot or send it with your mail person, this does not get read. It just gets dumped and it goes, and many times people have said, well, you know, my non-machinable went through a machine and got all tore up. That's why. So they are suggesting that you just hand it in, and then the postal person will immediately put it in the stack that it should be in. So that's another tip for you. Anyway, there you have it. How to send some of these cards that we're making. I would encourage you to get one of these envelope makers, and keep in mind that this 123 board by We Are Memory Keepers has an extended arm that is very important. And then you're not limited in what size envelopes you want to send. Okay, thanks for watching. Hope this was helpful for you.